And hopefully no audio peaking today. That was kind of a bummer yesterday. Really. Like, I was editing the footage of this morning and realized, oh my god, that's terrible, and I hate it. So. Let's avoid that. Hey, Blob. How are you doing today? How's everyone doing today? I have cards I need to get rid of. I do. Hey Bart. Hey Matthias. Hey Barricade. Ben. Welcome. Hello. Are you all? Sure. What are we building? Several walls, ideally. Oh. Good luck to you, Blob. I hope that, that's kind of frightening. I hope, things come back. I want to say positive, but that would be the opposite of what you want in this case. Come back negative. Hey, Bad Cough. Cough E. Hey, Facepalm. Hey, Shen. Oh my god. Oh, my dog just shook off behind me, and it was coming from behind the green screen, and I think he hit the green screen, and it scared me so much. I thought... I don't know. I don't know what I thought, but I certainly thought it. Hey, Gabe. Hey, Yanni. Hey, Silas. I'm doing all right. Teddy Quake? Yeah, that's, oh my god. And then, I think it was Wednesday. On my day off, Juno was outside, and he just started howling uncontrollably. And... I didn't know what it was, and like, there's that thing where dogs start acting weird because they can sense an earthquake before humans, and so I was like, well, maybe that's it. Maybe there's an earthquake coming. I should probably brace myself and not sit directly under a hanging light on above my dining room table. So like, I moved and walked around, and then he was like freaking out for a while, and I finally let him in. And then as I opened the door to let him in, I heard the siren in the background, and he was just howling and to match the siren like a husky does. But his howling was much louder than the siren, to the point where I couldn't hear the siren over his howling. Obviously, he was a little bit closer, but... New cards out? They're supposed to be announcing them today. I haven't seen any. Oh, it looks like we got one. Sure. Where are these coming from? Just husky things? Yeah. Like, and then he did it again yesterday. I'm just like, I'm not falling for this one again. Shaman Rare and Legendary Murloc? I haven't seen the Murloc yet. Let's go to Hearthstone top decks here. Do they have them updated yet? RIP. Let's go to their Twitter, maybe. I haven't seen the Legendary Murloc yet. But I assume it's the Mutatus guy, right? Mutinous, the Devourer. Primal Dungeoneer, Battlecry. Draw a spell. If it's a nature spell, also draw an elemental. 3 mana, 2/3. Can't see it? Well, that's because I'm in the way. Can someone explain this to me? I never played WoW. Yeah, you can check out the Wailing Caverns on Wowhead. They'll have details. But basically, it's like a underground dungeon that's kind of contaminated, and some of the Druid of the Fang have been like corrupted as a result of that and are doing bad stuff. So there's a giant Murloc that's been generated. I think the Warrior Legendary is a turtle whose shell was like a good shield that you could equip. So. Draw for Shaman? Yeah. I mean, targeted draw is generally very good. It's like if you build your deck appropriately, 3 mana draw 2 with a body is pretty good. Compared to something like Mana Tide Totem, seems good. So yeah, I guess it's playable. I don't see the legendary Murloc. I think Chad is baiting like they do. On the Hearthstone subreddit, if you sort by new, I would rather not go there. How do you not see it still? Oh, there's a mage card too. I'm not seeing any sources for these, which weirds me out. All right, take a look at the mage card. I'm too large again. Draw a spell. If it's a frost spell, summon 2 1/1 elementals that freeze. Okay, so it's like support for spell schools, which is kind of cool. This one looks legitimate. They might have come. This one looks like it came in one of those emails that they send, so maybe I should check my email. Nope. So it's the same. Oh, their Dungeoneer just must be like the kind of like the subtype of card. So the Dungeoneers use like the spell schools to draw. That's kind of an interesting mechanic. So it's like it's like a soft keyword, right? The Dungeoneers do a thing, kind of like studies do. Kind of interesting. I like it. I don't know how good this card is. I think the other card seems to be of a higher quality. But who can say? Alright. Wow. Why is this not working in? Mutinous the Devourer. Eat a minion in your opponent's hand. Gain... What? It's like a dirty rat that Twitch chat can play. Because you can just jam it on curve without thinking about it. Like, you know, you don't even have to consider like the fact that you might pull something that kills you. You kill it. Engine, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Is this real? This is the one I'm most skeptical about. Because I still haven't found a source for these. We're taking a look at the new cards right now. And this is the legendary we're looking at. This is sourced from Reddit, which I'm skeptical of. The other ones look like they came from the Hearthstone Instagram, so I trust those. This one seems sketchy, but not because of the effect, but because the art is what I'm concerned about. It's super low res. This card seems unnecessarily OP. Oh no, it's not good. Like it's a 7 mana 4/4, like, or at least in Wild. Like, think about the combos that beat you in Wild. If you get to 7 mana, you're already dead. So what does this do? I wonder if Death Rattles still trigger. They shouldn't. No, it's just like, well, I guess it depends on how the eat works. Let me see here. I'm going to the Hearthstone. No. Oh my god. I hate the way Instagram is. Especially their stories. Art is real? Okay. Thank you for the, whoops. Leaked. I know the art is real. No, I'm skeptical of, like, the low-res image on the, like, on the card and the text itself. Like, I feel like if it were released on, legitimate channels, it would be higher res, but maybe I'm just wrong. So anyway, I don't think this is a good card in Wild. I like, it's cool to get disruption and whatnot, and this is very good disruption. I don't think it's better than Dirty Rat in most Reno decks. I think where this has some potential is in Reno Shaman, because then you can run 3 Murlocs with your ice fishing, and like, feels kind of good. Probably too slow for... Oh, no, this isn't a deck that you put in a Murloc deck by any... No. Unless you're also running Scargill, which seems like a bad idea, because you want to make the opponent dead. And, like, you don't care about disruption in Murloc decks. You care about making the opponent dead. Like, they can't combo if they don't have a life total. But you want fishing to be a 100% board wipe? Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty skeptical of, like, the ice fishing being good to begin with, in my opinion. But, like, for a Reno Shaman, I think, like, board clears are not what that deck is lacking. Why doesn't the card have a white banner thingy? Why doesn't? Why? The better question is why does? This is not a real card. Good eye. That indicates it's a priest card, right? Random fan, thank you for the 3 months. Like, neutral golden legendaries don't have this. So yeah. Because if you look at the teaser art, it's a neutral. If you look here, it appears to be a priest card. It's actually on the launcher. Oh. Well, is it a priest card, though? No neutral? Am I, like, why is there a gray banner, then? Golden neutrals? I have golden neutrals. Oh! Has that always been the case? I'm just perpetually getting baited. Like, look at Golden Priest. I don't know if I have any Golden Priest legendaries. I guess it doesn't have to be legendary, does it? It's, like, slightly lighter. Also, new priest card revealed. Oh my god. So we're not going to be able to go through each card as it gets revealed. We're going to have to do them in chunks. Fortunately, I haven't started anything yet, but... New priest card. Devout Dungeoneer. Yeah, so I'm noticing a trend with these. Draw a spell. If it's a holy spell, reduce its cost by 2. I don't... Insight? I don't think Insight is a holy spell, though. Insight for spells. Yeah, but you like, where are you gonna run that? Because yeah, Insight's Shadow. Like, if you play that in something like Reno Priest, yes, you draw a spell, but you rarely get the cost reduction. Why 3 mana though? Because you're drawing a card off of it. What? If it were 2, you're not only drawing a card off of it, but you're drawing a card off of it with upside, and a specific spell. Like, think about what a 2 mana draw card would look like. It would look an awful lot like Novice Engineer, right? Maybe a little bit better because it's a class card. Like, of course it's 3 mana. Like, third Dungeoneer we've seen, yeah, I think they're all going to follow that same trend. Draw a spell is worth 2, but there's also the cost reduction. Yeah, you're... We do not need to make these cost any less. Alright. Game balance with Twitch chat. Alright, we're gonna play some Hearthstone. We'll look at the cards as they come out a little bit more. Alright, folks, the deck is Reno Druid. The goal of the deck is to survive the early turns using both removal, ramp, and armor gain to get to our late game, which includes an incredible number of threats. To get to our late game, which includes an incredible number of layers of threats, courtesy of Hadronox and N'Zoth, which we can copy with Elise the Enlightened, as well as duplicate the battlecry of with Phlebidinous Floop. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. What was the Shaman card again? Look it up. It drew nature spells and elementals or something. A hunter. I've been told those have gone extinct.
I must protect the wild.
Suppose I should assume that it's this takes me from 4 to, if I can get like a turn 5 Malfurion, that might be enough. I'm assuming it's even Shaman, right?
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Well, that's a little bit early, but we might need to prioritize spooters here, just depending on what we draw. Oh my god, speaking of too early. Alright, I can hero power kill a River Croc. And there are a great many River Crocs in the opponent's deck. I don't want to make Wandering Monster happen, right? I cannot grab that card right now. Oh my god. I do think I want to kill it, though. Even Shaman? You know what I meant. Like, if you stop and think about it for a minute, who's the dumb one? The person who misspoke and said the wrong class, or the people who can't possibly wrap their head around something that, given all evidence in front of them? Don't actually answer that, chat. I'm not liking the responses I'm hearing. Yeah, I was hesitant about attacking there, but it'll be fine. What does this even draw me? Partoot? That seems really good with this hand. So let's draw that. Ow. Alright. Should be able to get there. Hey, welcome, Farron. I might just have to allow the Scarabs to get summoned from Malfurion just to buy time. I don't need to go for, like, perfect value.
Victory is in my grasp.
And in all actuality, I might need to play the N'Zoth before the Hadro anyway, just to bring back some of these Cartoot defenders. Alright, to me, that appears as though the opponent has set a freezing trap, right? That works too. I feel like getting to 10 mana next turn is pretty good. As is bringing back a couple of Cartoot defenders and a Talon. Again, this isn't a value-based matchup. I just want to try and not die. I could also go, like, Reno Armor Vendor, but... Or even Armor Vendor Malfurion? Yeah, let's do that. Well, no Armor Vendor, though.
Death does not scare me.
The circle of life is over.
Alright. Feel like this should help seal it.
I am the Iron Hand
Yeah.
of the Waste.
Wait, is this Reno even? Oh my god. Here and here? No. How greedy do I want to get right now? Maybe this greedy?
Armor! Rightly used armor.
Oh, the dino? What dino? The dino? Oh, okay, that clears it up. I mean, it's only 20 damage, right? Beautiful. I think most things cost less. Especially most things that I want. Oh. Is Mutinous the big Murloc from the caverns below? Could be, because Wailing Caverns would be the caverns that are below ground. I don't remember the art. Alright, I just attacked there. Oh, who could have guessed that was gonna get drawn? Mm-hmm. Wow. Getting sniped. But we still haven't seen a duplicate. I think it's probably safe to assume it's Reno.
I have no time for games.
Rotten to the core.
Alright.
Job's done.
Bzz. And that gets us Elise.
Need a hand, Explorer?
I think I just slamming his off here. I don't need infinity. That's the interaction? Yeah, the first, or the copied Floop retains the previous minion that was copied by Elise. We're way ahead in fatigue. So the double oof. Or the more than double natural. Why are those still going face? What is what? That shouldn't have happened.
Your wish is my suggestion.
There's the confirmation that it's Reno.
Ask you a question.
I want to kill some of this stuff off.
Rotten to the core.
At least as much of it as I can.
Away, intruder!
Oh,
I'm gonna need more cards.
would have been great if that one hit Reno now. Here, let's look at the caverns below art. Is that a big Murloc? I don't think it is. Odin's right hand, thank you for the 2 months. Love your content, best Hearthstone player to watch. Well, thank you for that long-term support. 2 months in a row. Why no Okart? Because of Floop. He's also just not very good. Like, without Okart, I wouldn't be able to, you know, copy the Hadronox in hand. I thought it was a Yeti. Yeah, I thought it was a Yeti, too.
Feel his icy touch.
Away, intruder! Our tombs.
Alright. I guess we go again. So it's explosive and wandering, but I don't think I ever need to attack the opponent's face again. At least not until, like, their board is empty. It would be a bigger challenge to lose than win at this point. True. Yeah. I mean, Rexar can do some things, but not enough things. Mr. Theston, thank you for the prime. And Luis, thank you for the 13 months. I still think Mutinous needs to be called Muttbutt. And, well, good luck getting that to catch on.
Feel his icy touch.
I mean, it's possible we get Almega lulled here, but even then, I don't think we lose. I don't really want to just, like, give them a free mulch minion. Sure, you got me. Looks like I might find a way to lose after all. Wait, is that cat trick? I don't care. Oh, it's pressure plate. Off of the rifle. Fun. Alright. We just wait it out and then, like, hit him with a Zeph. I killed 4 full taunt boards. I mean, to be fair, I helped with that. They have Reno in hand. That's one of the cards. Alright, this is going to be our Seeds Plague turn. And then this probably has to be the Reno. Otherwise, they are going to be dead as soon as we eventually hit this F. Okay, so they have they'll have 2 beasts in hand after this.
We're gonna be rich.
And there's the Reno.
Almost out of cards.
Sure would have been nice to draw Zeph this game. This is their last remaining card that they put in their deck. Oh my god.
I'm out of cards.
If I hero power, will Zeph give me Doomhammer?
This curse,
Oh, I forgot about Gen.
greatest strength.
Fatigue for 9, so I just need like any amount of damage. Let's see.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Yep.
Light and rot. Light and rot. Masterful.
That game was a disaster. You say disaster, I say wonderful. I mean, I didn't even know what class I was playing against.
Malfurion.
Wait, 2 hunters in a row? That's illegal.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Kind of tempted to keep these 2. Hunter seems like a deck where I want to have a Cartoot Defender. Or a class, rather. Ah, we keep drawing the Hydro early. Okay, Overgrowth is good to have early. Deathlord seems alright. Okay, yeah, I feel confident about just shoving that. Like, it looks like Reno... Maybe? I don't know. I think just throwing this out is probably okay. Gives me body on board. I just want to like buy some time into the Overgrowth. It's possible I get severely punished, but... Well, this is kind of terrifying. Looks like Tavish Hunter? I don't know about that. I'm just gonna take as much off of this board as I can.
For the wild.
I think it's just Beast Hunter. Next turn I can just coin out the Kartut Defender if I need to. Piggy. Okay, could be Tavish Hunter. Blair kind of suggests some sort of combo, right? I'm really just not sure. Taking 7, but we heal for 6. It's 8-10 coming at me. I need things that cost more. 4 is like the worst case scenario though, because it's like right in the middle.
Job's done.
It's possible we're dead here, but I'm just kind of like I need mana so that I can get to N'Zoth. Oh god, yeah, we are dead. All right. I think I played too greedy, but I was not expecting the Warsong Wrangler, to be honest.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
Knowledge is power.
I must protect the wild.
I think keeping the Reno against Mage makes sense to me.
Job's done.
Have you talked about... Yeah, I talked about the new cards at the beginning of the stream when they were revealed. You ever get games that feel like the game is lost no matter what you do? Yeah, that happens with any card game. I'm gonna save the Guess the Wait so that I can overgrowth next turn. I haven't seen Quest Mage in a while. I'm not sure what they're up to. But if they are just trying to throw down a bunch of giants, like our taunts should help with that. If it's Mizaki, I cannot win the game. You think Go Fish meta has too many ways to discover a 3? No idea. Are you asking about literally the game Go Fish? More? Please? Oh, God! I don't know why I keep hitting 4 drops. I think they're Flamewaker Mizaki? Yeah, but like the quest doesn't make sense in that deck, right? It's not Reno. Okay, they're just Waker with quest, I guess, or some sort of combo with quest. Stack armor and taunts. I need, like, the cram session leads me to believe it's Mizaki, which is going to be, again, not something that I can beat. Whether it's quest or not.
The circle of life is over.
I just need stats on board in case it is Waker. Even though these aren't, like, ideal to get off of Mizaki. Or, Mizaki. Hadronux. They hit 1 minion, so a Dirty Rat would be nice. Because I have 2 attempts at it. Balin's probably good enough. If they're running Ice Block and Quest, that means they can buy, 2 extra turns. So I probably shouldn't count on damage to kill them. I need disruption in the form of, like, Dirty Rat and Death Lord. Are we dead? No. Desperately need to draw here. Rat? Oh! Yeah. Seriously?
You have my sincere gratitude.
They just put 2 of those into their hand. Now I can't naturalize alongside the second rat? Oh my god, that's so bad.
A tangled web.
Like, that lost me the game. It was twice as likely, I'm sure, to hit the
My hand is too full.
the double. They had 2 apprentices in hand. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
That is so unbearably unlucky.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday
If they have the whatever combo minion in hand, then it's even more ridiculously unlucky. Because that would have been 3 out of 4 to hit the right minion.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
Are we getting milled? What is going on? Player on counterspell. Macathune Mage. They're not going to have the cost reduction or the board space for it, though. I don't know how I won that. Or what they're even trying to accomplish. Has to be last card, Tony. Didn't they draw their entire deck? Only had 6 mana. Oh. So they hit, I don't know. So the way that the draw order worked, they hit the Antonidas off of the spring water then. I don't know, because they, like, every spell in their deck should have cost 0 mana at that point, including the draw spells, right? So I understand that, like, I don't know. They had to Cold Light to draw. Did they Cold Light into the research project? Because they also played a research project. Rush the combo still at Ice Block? Yeah, they still had Ice Block. So they're like, I don't know. So even all that considered, they could have waited. I think I'd keep the Nature Studies and the Spreading Plague against Paladin, especially if it's Odd Paladin. The Spreading Plague is going to be pretty good. And just throw out an Armor Vendor. Like, even against other Paladins, I feel like Spreading Plague is not a bad keep. I'd like to find some of my ramp. Hey, welcome, Wask. I'm assuming it's hand buff. Could also be Libram with the Knight of Anointment. It's just like a good card, right? Either way, I think I want to take both minions off the board to play around Hand of Doll. Because it's likely either that or Conviction that was drawn off of the Knight. So either way, it's probably worth keeping their board clean.
Reporting for duty.
Owl? I feel like that's probably fine here, right? I think I can do better than a Nature Studies for reduction on the Howl. I could also go Nature Studies, look for like Jade Blossom, Wild Growth, and then if I fail on that, then just play the Howl. The problem is I don't really know what I want off of the studies yet, but I do want... I can play this next turn regardless. I'm gonna look for ramp. Guess that counts.
Break it, you buy it.
Elise is fine. I think I'd probably just play the Talon though. So this is going to be a situation where the crab is much worse than it used to be, isn't it? Oh, okay. Well, good thing I played that howl because we found the ramp. Like, it's still a threatening minion, but not nearly as much as it would be.
Accidents, they happen, you know. May the light grant you peace.
Isn't that new Big Murloc just Big Priest hate? I don't see in what world it does anything against Big Priest. Big Priest doesn't summon minions from hand, they summon minions from deck.
This is not what we stood for the wild.
It's just a way worse Dirty Rat in my eyes. Yeah. That's kind of how I see it too. I think it has some potential in like a Reno Shaman. Because it's okay. The Whiz Kid, thank you for the 100 bits. And Bua Noir, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that support. I don't even think it'll be played in Murloc Shaman. Seems too slow. Oh, Murloc Shaman wants absolutely nothing to do with that card. It doesn't want to pay more than 3 mana for a card, other than old Murkai. You see the new 7 mana 7/7 Paladin card? Start of game, if you only have Paladin cards, you win the game. I have not seen that. But we are against a Paladin right now, and we seem to be doing fine. Beginning to turn 7 and Mutinous actually rips something out of the hand of a Big Priest. You're gonna win that game regardless. Well, not necessarily, but like the point is that like ripping something from hand doesn't do anything against Big Priest. Like that's more of the concern, you know? Ow. Simon, thank you for the prime. $20 damage.
Your wish is my suggestion.
They've used a lot of burst already. So they've only buffed once, and they can't conviction, so even if they have charge minions, I don't think I'm dead. Chargers would be 4/4s, 10 damage, 13. I should be fine. I think it's more risky to like give them additional cards here. Peter, thank you for the 8 months. 8 months already? How time flies. Keep up the great work. Love your streams and the YouTube videos. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that support. All right, I think we're going. We saw a broom. Seems good. I think I need to start getting some armor gain. All of those are buffed minions. I don't want to bring them into play for free. So I've played Talon and this. Those are my death rattles so far. Hey, Rotor. Glad you made it to a stream.
Reporting for duty.
Wow, that's a weak turn.
Need a hand, Explorer?
Double Nazoth, double Reno.
Ooh, a rainbow.
I believe that was off the top, so I wouldn't have been able to rat it anyway.
With the fishes.
They have one more glowstone, one more smugglers run in terms of their hand buff capabilities.
Don't worry, lads. The cavalry's here.
Good hit. I think eventually I'll draw into the poison seeds, and that can buy me some time.
Do try to keep yourselves
Ooh.
alive.
I can mulch that.
I see.
Hands off!
I feel like mulch is better than naturalize right now. One card is a big difference.
Job's done.
Next turn I get this down into the branching paths and then just have a really solid set of Nazoths. Like the second Nazoth actually gets even better because I'll have more Kartut defenders at that point. And wait, that's in their deck. That's fine. They have chargers, but I don't think it'll matter. We've already seen the Samuro, so they shouldn't be able to get through the wide board that we're about to create. But we can actually go Nazoth. It will bring back our Kartut defenders. It'll also bring back Talon, which draws our Hadronox. We can go Hadronox Naturalize, and that should be good.
Reporting for duty.
And then the second Nazoth has the potential to be really, really good because of the possibility of bringing back Hadro.
I'm almost out of cards.
This deck is pretty sweet. Every game just kind of feels like a slog. In a good way.
The victory is yours.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Hellscream's eyes are upon
I think we just have to keep for pirates and adjust if it's something different. I feel like we have a good chance against slower warrior decks, so shouldn't be too concerned. Like, odd warrior should be pretty free. But then again, I've said that before, and I've been very wrong. Yeah, 2-drop. I think I just spellstone that down. I think we beat Pirate if we get a good draw, and I've already got a decent draw going. I have ways to deal with the cannon, as well as minions that follow it up.
Glory! I'm here for the gold.
Yep. I just want to prime the... I don't care about 1/1s. I just want to prime the Overgrowth so that I can get to the Malfurion quickly.
I'm not too young to fight.
Rikara probably needs to die. That's unfortunate. Alright, we can mulch a captain. That's our next biggest threat. Really wanted to be able to get that Overgrowth down, but I think that flooding the Rikara scale would have been a mistake. Oof. 9. Captain represents 3. 5. So that's 14. I think I have to take a risk here. No.
Death does not scare me.
So what Deathlord is in the deck for? The punish is the axe, but I think this is fine. Hey, AJ. GG already? Why? Something small, please. Small-ish. 12. Oh my god. Got a mulch and just survive for the Kartut Defender. Because it's 5 coming at me. Kartut could save me. Hey, welcome, Kimmy. Yeah, I mean, they still had to allocate mana to that. It's less than ideal. The breakpoint that it hits. I think Reno off the top would probably be a little bit better, but can't always get lucky, I suppose. there. It's probable we're dead here. We heal for 5, 11, 16. They need 5 damage to beat me. Although this heals for 2. I'm dead. Exactly.
Malfurion versus Arthas.
For Lordaeron, I must protect the wild.
I don't think any of these are good enough into Paladin. I'm gonna play this and probably hold so that I can get a 3 mana overgrowth. These are pretty bad.
Time waits for no one.
Guess it's that. Just gonna hero power next turn, almost certainly though.
For the wilds. Job's done.
May the light grant you peace.
Yeah, probably another hand buff Paladin.
Job's done.
Accidents, they happen, you know.
It's a lot of ramp. So, kind of into that.
Overcharged and ready to fight.
Swipe would be nice here.
It's a party.
Can try drawing into it off of this, like, or even here. Oh, that's a good card either way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there are more cards that cost less. The problem is I always hit 4, which is like dead center every single time. But it's more likely that it'll be less. Nice. Hey, welcome, Highwex. Glad you made it to a stream.
Ooh, a rainbow.
Okay. This is getting spooky. That helps. Not sure if it's necessary here, though. Right? I think I'd rather let them commit more of the minions that they have in hand. I think I'm going to draw off of this. That's good. Both up is good, but I'd rather get this down, pull something from their deck, as well as set a big taunt, and then next turn I can go Seeds Plague. How many buffs? Just Grime Street, but the concern is the glowstone. So 2 buffs so far. So I don't really want to overreact to that board. Ooh. Oh, what a good hit. Yep. There's no good way to get the Lunar Eclipse down this turn. I'd rather get more Scarabs here. Ooh, Samro's a concern, but I don't. Will he even be big enough? Not without a conviction, right? He should be at 4 right now. So they'd need either a Grime Street, or they'd need another buff, basically.
Which path to choose?
How's the deck doing? We're climbing. But we've only played a few games. This does not look like Samuro attacks to me. Maybe a baby Samuro. That cannot feel good.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
It's not likely to be the greatest Hadronox, but I don't need it to be. I just need it to be good enough to buy me time to get to the N'Zoth.
Which path to choose?
Yo, if Hadronox had taunt, that would probably be too good. Because then Hadronox would bring Hadronox back. Sometimes. And I don't think we're dead here, are we? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That was really unlucky. Why didn't you play around 22 from hand? Because it wasn't 22 from hand. It was 22 from hand sometimes. Aggro is strong for no reason at all. But, I mean, the reason is pretty clear. Like, Eternal formats always trend towards faster.
I must protect the wild.
I also don't know that I would consider hand buff Paladin an aggro deck. No reason for... Yep, they're doing it to you personally.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
Alright, just gonna ramp and draw, try and get to Dirty Rat.
Break it, you buy it.
You're welcome, Darthbane.
Break it, you buy it.
This looks like that same mage we faced earlier.
My hand is too full.
Kind of annoying. Just looking for Dirty Rat. So I want something less, even if it's less likely to happen. That works too. I don't think I care about what I get here.
Break it, you buy it.
I think what we're gonna do is go Death Lord, naturalize it, and then kill whatever comes out. And then throw an absolute tantrum if I hit Cold Light Oracle again, because it's incredibly unlikely to do so.
My hand is too full.
Should be able to clear most things.
My hand is too full.
Death does not scare me.
I can clear anything with the mulch. I think that disrupts. Wait, they have all of the minions in hand.
Break it, you buy it.
For the wild.
My hand is too full.
I feel like
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
Never Lucy. Never Lucy Lou. Thank you for the prime. It's relatable right now.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
What's happening? Oh, we lose. I need Dirty Rat. I can't, like, I lose if I leave any of these on board, even with the Molten Reflection burn. I don't know how I can possibly win here. I think I just lose. They don't have any minions in deck, so that means they have the other combo piece in hand. I don't know.
Time waits for no one.
I ain't talking.
You require my assistance. Job done. I concede.
Got lucky that time, but not in a useful way, unfortunately. Like, if I had pulled one combo minion off of the Death Lord, it would have been really easy to win that. This is not considered aggro, but you lost turn 7, so it kind of is. Oh,
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
it is important for aggro to exist in card games. Fine.
For the wild.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Looks like Secret Mage. You know what I should do is just swap to an aggro deck and really, really upset that chatter. I'm gonna try going for ramp here. Just so that I can get the Talon down. Talon's good into explosive, and he gets me to N'Zoth, who brings back the Death's Head. And I've got Reno. This is probably my counterspell bait, because the Ferocious Howl is important.
Many secrets.
This is not what we stood for. Job done.
Was not expecting that. But honestly, that's not that big of a deal. Oops. I mean, even if I had known they were playing that, there are much worse minions for me to get polymorph than that, so I'm fine with it.
What to do?
I wasn't an oops, I'm just like,
do.
I have no reason to play around Potion of Poly because it's not a common inclusion. Nor is it a good card.
One ticket, please.
Meh.
Job done.
It's Knuckles Up. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that support.
For the wild. Job's done.
Ice Block, Counterspell. Second one can be Counterspell. The mulch is my counterspell test now. This looks like Reno. So I don't think I need to play around another Potion of Poly.
What once was cloudy shall become clear.
I was not expecting that to work.
Defensive systems online.
Seems alright. I don't want a Dirty Rat right now. They've got a lot of cards in hand.
My hand is too full.
That's a great hit for me. So it's Ice Block or Fair Game. Given the Loatheb and the Inconspicuous Rider, I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's Reno, but I could be wrong. I'm glad you're liking the YouTube, Knuckles.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Excuse me, you are on fire.
What to do?
Talon hasn't actually died. And Cloud Prince represents 12 damage on its own.
Time waits for no one.
Not anymore.
The circle of life is over.
Might have been right to take the Spooters there. I was considering it because I do need to get the Bran off the board.
We're gonna have some fun.
And I have the Death Side Cultist in my Nazoth pool. Their burst is now limited, right? It's only 6, so it's 26 is their burst.
A tangled web. Light and rot.
Gonna be rich.
Alright, I don't need to go for value here, right? I just need to maybe double up the Reno and use the attackers to take care of the board state if I can. Hey, Tulio.
What to do? What to do?
A Prado, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate that.
This is my suggestion.
Oof. GG. Fortunately, we lost on turn 9, so it doesn't count as aggro.
Furion versus Magni.
Cosmodon! I must protect the wild.
I don't have much in the early game, so maybe I guess the way to... Nah. I just need removal stuff for Pirate Warrior. Maybe it's not pirates? Okay then. Probably should just go infinite with Elise and N'Zoth's then. And avoid having too many cards in hand, I think.
You aren't even ready for this.
I'm gonna take it slow. I do not want to let that get value here, right? Maybe I draw one and gain armor with the other.
Job done.
Nefarian is slain.
Sure.
Tombs.
Like, even if they're buffing stuff in hand, that's what the poison seeds are for. I maybe need to be concerned about a charge OTK. But just getting the cartouches down is probably a good idea.
Tombs. My blade seeks vengeance.
Nice order. I just wanted them to have more armor, that's all. Okay, here's the Elise. I'm just gonna play the Hydra here. Stuck's not running silence. And N'Zoth is our win condition anyway. I just want to go just want to cycle between Floop, Elise, and N'Zoth, so I don't want my hand to be too heavy during that. I've never seen that card played against me before, I don't think.
Our tombs.
Good thing we dealt with that playmaker, though, right? Like, that would have been kind of concerning for me. Well, one of those is much larger. But still concerning. How is Zephyrus tech against combo? Also, like, please just stop, because you're just on this crusade against nothing right now, and like, Chad is right. Removing aggro or making aggro worse would just buff control decks indirectly. It's how matchups work. Like, you can either just drop it or you will get timed out. And chat, I would appreciate it if you just let it be. Twitch chat is always right though, but I mean right now Twitch chat is arguing with itself. I do need to dump my hand at some point. I may just never play the Spreading Plague to avoid it diluting my Hadronox pool.
My blade, vengeance.
Nice hit. Alright. I think it's Dirty Rat, Poison Seeds. Probably Death Lord. Really want to get that down, but I need to empty my hand first. Good enough. Next turn I want to get this down with Spooters as the priority, and then this. So I have the Floop, I have the Elise. Just need the hand space. So next turn is almost always going to be Talon Swipe. Or Malfurion Spooters.
Maybe... No.
The Rotted Zombie. Thank you for the host. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you are doing well. What were you up to today? That is not ideal. Okay. That's a large boy. How do I get the most amount of cards out of hand? I think it has to just be like so. Ideally, I would hit a 3-drop next turn because I need to get down to fewer cards. So hopefully I hit something. Well, everything in my deck is 3 or less, so I can play anything with the Malfurion next turn. I don't want the Malfurion getting caught in hand is the thing that hits Zeph. Wow. I can just hero power into that with the... no, I can't Malfurion and hero power unless I hit a 1 mana card. Nice. Good draw. I don't think I'm dead here, right? Has the opponent played a wild card yet? There's one on board right now. And also, yes, like, Akali was played. A lot of them, actually. I should have hero powered first to retain the armor. So, that's unfortunate. Blue Train, thank you for the 43 months. Shaman card draw and only minor gimmicks? Is this real life? Also, 43 months about complaining about Shaman card draw. Hey, new card's looking pretty good.
You aren't even ready for this.
These old bones just keep moving.
Here for a
Wow.
good time. Here
Also, if the opponent can get to, like, a reasonable legend rank with only standard cards, shouldn't that be something that's kind of impressive? Like, they would be at a disadvantage if that were the case. Should be commending them. Only 17 damage.
My thoughts are plagued.
Could go Reno Flute, or, no, I can't play the Elise. Probably just Zeph here, right?
My thoughts are plagued.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Just take the twist. See if I get something worthwhile off of this.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
I don't know if I need to go infinite this game, to be honest.
Wretched story.
How much damage could I possibly take here?
Need a hand, Explorer?
Just gonna accept the overdraw. The only card that matters is Naturalize. Trademark Griff, thank you for the prime. Thank you, Mr. Forte, for making such good Hearthstone comedy content on top of the comedy and stuff. So thank you for that support. Nothing in our deck is very good. Just the Naturalize is okay. I'm kind of sad about that, but... Oh, of course. Got the Hadro. Where did the Tree of Life come from? I chose it. I said, you know what I need? I need a Tree of Life. Double Tree of Life? What, are you crazy? That's an infinite Tree of Life.
Tombs. Rise up, children of the Horde.
Ooh. No board clears. Or no, the Brave might have been better there. Just to try and snipe the Hadro and reduce the value. Also, I've got 1, 2, 3 more N'Zoths.
I gotta move.
Seems like we're in a good spot. War! How'd I do? Why play a card here when we don't need to? Actually, you know what I do need to do? Get that sweet, sweet tree of life. Just get the animation going. Spaceman Spiff! Thank you for the 11 months. Alright. So the unfortunate thing is we only have 3 more N'Zoths, so I don't know. I don't know how I win from here. They were Horizon. I guess I could also have the potential for 3 more Renos or 4 more Renos, but I don't think that's as good as more N'Zoths. Horizon, thank you for the 8 months. That boy's pretty thick. Probably make him dead.
I'm almost out of cards.
Really would have liked to mulch there. Baron, thank you for the 100 bits. Our homes, our tombs? Where have I heard that before?
My thoughts are plagued. Away, intruder!
Rotten to the core.
I need to be able to clear off my board next turn for another N'Zoth.
Death is eternal. My turn is not. Almost out of cards.
Doesn't the Spreading Plague oversaturate the taunt pool? Yes. That's why I have not played it this game, but it's too good of a card into aggro where your taunt pool is less important.
This is not what we stood for.
But if the opponent is running Elysiana, well then they better get some good minions that are useful off of them. Eventually they're going to run out of cards, right?
I'm out of cards.
I almost accidentally pressed the unturn button.
I'm out of cards.
Like, I don't think Elysiana changes the outcome of this game when they still have to deal with the board. Is there a chance you win this? Oh, what? I'm way ahead. So yes? I think there's a good chance we win this.
Tombs.
What? Oh. That's pretty funny. Hey, we got a Hadra this time. That's getting increasingly less likely. What if they use Bran plus double cold light? Seems unlikely without a dead man's hand. Like, I don't think a... Okay. I don't think a random rush warrior is just gonna slap a... Sure. Or Mechathune? No, you need more cards for the combo than they have. That's maybe concerning, but not terribly so. Yeah, you're fixated on like weird worst case scenario options that I don't think are applicable here. Just want to soften up this.
I'm out of cards.
Gonna get Elysiana from that mulch. I don't think that Elysiana does anything. These Rattlegores never hit me in the face, right? Hey, Swag.
Maybe. No.
I'm gonna need to deal with the Kargath Prime that comes down though. Maybe I should have held the mulch for that, but.
Here for a good time.
Hadronok save you? I mean, I've got yet another N'Zoth in hand as well. Wait, I guess I do take some damage here, don't I? Nope, because they're not playing the Kargath.
I gotta move.
That's good because it crowds board slot space. Like, I'm happy about that.
I'm not too young to fight.
Less happy about that, though. Rattlegore! Okay. Just gotta run everything into this. Have they played the mulch minion? Yes, it was the druid adapt thing.
Away, intruder! Away, intruder! Away, intruder! Our home, our tombs. Away, intruder!
One more turn to make sure I get full N'Zoth value.
These old bones just keep moving.
Unity.
Oof. That's actually kind of a problem. Still be able to stabilize here. So they're just gonna stop trading? If they stop trading, then... like, I feel like that gives me an advantage in fatigue. Alright. 6 here. So they fatigue for 6, I fatigue for 7. They can't get through all these. I just send everything upstairs. Including my face. Then they take 6. Does this change the breakpoint? So they go to 13, right? Because they hero power. They take 6, they go to 8, up to 10.
My thoughts are
So I don't need to tempo the Reno, right? I don't need, like, I don't need to. I can, because the game's over, but I don't need to. Right? Because they just... yeah. I win in 2 turns.
My turn is not.
Right, because they take 7, plus the hero power is 10, and they die. The N'Zoth made it a lot closer than I had hoped. Oh my god. There was no difference between playing the Reno and not playing the Reno is really what it came down to. Alright, I need a quick break after that one. And then we'll take a look at some new cards when I come back. Ooh. That was an exhausting game. I don't really like. There's like no one single good source for the cards right now, is there? Yeah, it doesn't look like anything is updated in English at least. So, gonna keep it going. Shark, Foxy, Scabs, Mutinous. Discard. Oh my god.
Malfurion versus Valera.
That sounds amazing.
I make my own.
I must protect the wild.
I do.
Easy game. Subreddit is 2 of them translated. Sometimes they get the wording wrong.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Oh god. I really hope this is not that same matchup again.
Are upon you. I must protect the wild.
I'm gonna assume it's Pirate Warrior and keep accordingly. Oof. Not the not the card I'm looking for against Pirate Warrior.
None will survive.
Well, Odd Warrior should be fine, right? Let's go for as much value as possible. Which means I don't play the Spreading Plague. I don't draw, or I try and avoid drawing as much as I can, and I just get like a bunch of N'Zoths again. So, should be fun. This gets me to Hadronox.
Death does not scare me.
It's a little bit concerning, but I do have the... I'm just going to hold here. I do have the N'Zoth. That's probably the most important card, but I would like to avoid pulling the Elise and Floop. So I'm going to delay a bit. I mean, I do have a lot of minions in my deck, just by the nature of the way my deck is built, but it's still kind of spooky. I also need to be careful about my hand size. Fortunately, the opponent is in a worse spot in that regard than I am right now. Hey, Drew. Oh!
Spectacular.
Pre-recorded, by the way. I mean, we get low value off of the Hadro, but like that's not what I'm playing towards anyway, right? What I could do is actually just delay playing this to guarantee that the first N'Zoth hits a Hadronox, and then we have 2 Hadronox in our res pool, and then each subsequent N'Zoth is more likely to hit Hadronox, so I think that seems like a good strategy here. I'm gonna go Malfurion for Spooters,
What now?
and like that was honestly much better for me than hitting Elise or Floop. And now this is actually a 50-50 to hit the Elise.
The circle of life is over.
Need to dump some of these cards. Probably even the Reno. I don't think I'm getting below 30 health until burst turns. Hey, Prune Juice.
Rotten to the core.
Just playing around the Bran Cold Light as best as I can until I hit the Floop Elise. I never play the Spreading Plague, and I hold the Cartoot Defender as long as I can get away with it.
We're gonna be rich.
Tempo Reno best Reno. Brand Cold Light with no Dead Man's Hand. That's Odd Warrior's one condition is Brand Cold Light. What do I get at 5? Tempo Enforcer?
Rotten to the core.
Cool.
How much?
I want to get a Tyrion off of this, so I'm going to hold it until next turn, even though it's a little bit risky. But with the Elise, I feel less threatened here. Yep.
Armor!
Only card that matters would be Floop, and not much I can do about that, so hope that isn't the case. Doesn't Zeph just give Tyrion with empty mana? Not going into turn 10. Or at least not often.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Bladestorm is good, but I think I'd rather just get the Tyrion right now.
Put your faith in the light.
Death does not scare me.
Wait, is that my Death Lord? Could this be the Oddware version with Soulbound Ashtongue? I think it's unlikely with the Mischief Maker. I mean, I suppose it's always possible. It's just, I wouldn't consider it likely. All right, cool. We can remove their stuff.
And rot.
And no longer any need to be concerned about anything. I kind of want to get cards out of hand so that I can go Elise, right? Is that crazy? I think that nets me a N'Zoth. Ooh, that's probably the worst card I could have drawn here.
Need a hand, Explorer?
He'll give me this and this. Really, really hate that Spreading Plague. Oh well.
Need a hand, Explorer?
It's still only 4 N'Zoths, but none of the cards in my deck matter.
Sight.
Other than Naturalize again, but... Actually, I could go Spreading Plague for 1 and then get another N'Zoth as well. So it does end up netting me 1. It's just that Spreading Plague was a poorly timed draw. Yep. We lose the Naturalize, but I feel like we can make up for it.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
This makes our Hadro worse, but
Need a hand, Explorer?
we get another N'Zoth.
Light and rot.
Should win now? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I still only have 4 N'Zoths, but they're better with the Cartoots. Did they mill the Hadronox? Nope. Hadronox came off of the first Death Lord, so Hadronox is already dead. And I think Hadronox is guaranteed off of the N'Zoth if we have a clear enough board. So that's why I'm keeping the Cartoot Defenders, to ensure that this brings back a Hadronox, because that gives me like another layer of threats. And if I'm looking to get like Hadronox off of the N'Zoth, it might actually like padding my my taunts with non-death rattles in the with the Scarabs might actually be a good thing. It's the first brawl, but they've already played 2 flurries. It's a good outcome for me. It's the only other card I probably needed. Maybe I actually wanted the Branch of Paths as well. Tyrion's in here too. Got the Hadro. Cool. I just need to use the weapon swing since I have the Hadro on board. I miscounted the number of Death's Head cultists though. I think this is all of my death rattles right now. So their burst is gone. So I'm assuming they're not running Silas with these cards. Did you consider the Prime Boy for this deck? The problem is that depending on the timing of when you play the N'Zoth to bring him back, like you could have issues with your Elise and like Reno effects.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
I was about to say at least Hadro doesn't have taunt, then I realized that would be just broken. Somebody earlier said Hadronox should have taunt. So, for whatever that's worth.
Rotten to the core.
Feel his icy touch.
Alright. Almost there. Would Geppetto fit in this list? Maybe you could consider it in place of the overflow, but like the deck's doing fine. I don't think we need to change it. This is funny. I just need to stick a board into the branch impasse, and Hadronox allows me to do that because of the additional layer. There we go. Double Tyrion, Talon, and the Hadronox. Is Geppetto a good craft in general? Worse now that like it's not included in combo druids because of the alignment, so I don't know what deck Geppetto is really included in anymore. Fair and balanced. You literally can't win when you play Hearthstone. People complain when you do super greedy things like we just did, and people really complain when you do fast aggro things. So like, as long as you're winning in Hearthstone, you're doing something wrong in the community's mind. Or something's broken because somebody won. Castoma, thank you for the 7 months. Geppetto is good in Shudder Shaman? I don't think so.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Alright, draw the N'Zoth. Reno Druid, the most oppressive deck? True. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can count. I just,
We have turned our
yeah,
curse
I can deal with a
into
River
our
Croc on 2. Play a Death Lord, should be good. Poison Seeds can make up for the gigantic minion that this inevitably pulls. The good news is, like, it being even Hunter, they don't run a lot of large minions. Honestly, I just ignore that, right? That's not worth a Wrath at all. It's not a River Croc with upside. Geppetto and Shudder seems good. It's 8 mana card draw. I feel like it is a little bit slow. I don't know. I always feel like when I play it in Shudder, it isn't as good as it seems on paper.
Death does not scare me.
You can high roll. I don't think that you like evaluate cards. You shouldn't evaluate cards based on the high rolls. You should evaluate cards based on the typical outcomes. And I think the typical outcome from that's probably better here, right? I think the typical outcome from Geppetto and Shudderwalk Shaman is just a disappointment. 1 mana Grumble or Bran. I understand the high rolls, but again, you shouldn't evaluate cards based on their high roll potential. You should evaluate it based on their typical or expected outcome. Wandering is ideal.
This guy's toast.
Put the other N'Zoth in this deck. No. It wouldn't be very good. should evaluate based on the expected value, so the upside is are factored in. Yes, but like I feel like people put too much weight on both the extremes rather than the most likely. I guess that's the point I'm getting at, but maybe not articulating very well.
This is not what we stood for. Form ranks!
Well, this is gonna hurt.
What to do? We're gonna be rich.
Really don't like giving up the Reno here, but it's probably worth. The problem is, like, there's still a lot of damage coming at me. That's really lucky for me.
We're gonna be rich.
Armor! Armor! Lightly use armor.
We're dead to Zeph. Not much I can do, though. It's fine. Oh my god.
Job's done.
3 more cards.
Target acquired.
Okay. It's not super important here.
This curse
Here's the again.
our greatest strength.
Zeph into Flame Strike.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Oh god. Oh no. I think this deck is running in a Grand Slam. I'm not ready for this. Leftmost card has been in hand the whole game. One of them has to hit the Zeph, right? I just lost 4 coin flips in a row. Brutal.
Malfurion versus.
When it must be using a gaming chair? True.
Remember my blades.
I must protect the wild.
I feel like Zeph and Reno are both pretty good into Rogue. Wasn't expecting this type of Rogue. Is it Reno Rogue? I think I faced something similar to this yesterday. Probably just throw it as Zeph, get my ramp going. Try and get to this N'Zoth ASAP as possible.
This is my suggestion.
Care to make a wager, friend?
No one crosses the uncrowned.
We'll just naturalize into a Cthulhu piece, right? Oh god. Or we'll just dirty rat the Cthulhu. That seems fun. 5, so more cards are less.
Job's done.
Good job. Even if one of the Kodos hit Zev, what do you do next turn with 2 health? I had N'Zoth and Malfurion in hand, right?
This is not what we stood for.
Roffle, you have to choose one. Irony or coffee? You have to pick one of them. What's your pick? Well, joke's on you. I have a Fandral in play and I get both. Get Hex, nerd. Wait. It's me. I'm the nerd. That makes the N'Zoth playable. Yeah, we're just gonna have to play a Plague this game. Would have been nice to be able to play that, but... Wow.
For the wild.
Good mouse skills, Roffle.
Sneaking on board was a bad idea.
Ow. I want to get that ready for swipe next turn. just grab some armor here. Janae, thank you for the 100 bits. Why are you? How far back do you want to go? The... Eesh. What is 5 here? Zeph at 2 might have lost the game. I mean, only because it gave them Vanessa. Holy Nova. Like, if I could have foreseen the fact that they had Vanessa, I might not have played the Zeph, but other than that, I don't really see the problem in doing so. Why are you unironically running Spreading Plague? Because it's a very good card.
What to do?
I ain't talking.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor!
Time waits for no one. Job done.
I don't have any death rattles, do I?
Oh, up to no good? Me too.
On the wings of evil.
The reason, like, in the past when I've said that Hadronox, or that Hadronox was the reason not to run Spreading Plague is when I was running Witching Hour. I'm not running Witching Hour now, and, like,
Too soon.
so it doesn't, the beasts don't dilute the Witching Hour pool because there is no Witching Hour pool. Spreading Plague minions are beasts? Yep. Maybe I shouldn't have hero powered there.
My hand is too full.
I played that in the wrong order. I meant to play.
Need a hand, Explorer?
It's fine. I could have overdrawn them 2 more though.
Time waits for no one.
My hand is too full.
I almost forgot to resub. Now that I realized it, I decided to take down the taunt wall around my prime so that you could have it. Well, thank you so much. Ugh, that was a whoopsie. I meant to play the Spellstone first there. But now we have double Reno, and double N'Zoth once I actually get some death rattles going.
For the wilds.
Can I edge the Reno one more turn?
What to do?
Probably should, right? Or shouldn't. It's the worst they can do if you hold the Reno. They've got a Spirit of the Shark in hand, so like things with the lackeys are still a little bit concerning, as well as just like burst in general. Lothub's looking a lot better after that, but need Kartut defenders. Pretty desperately at that. It's not overkill, but I imagine they don't have many rush minions anyway. Or they do. Ziliax then? And that needs to die if that's the case. What other rush minions would make sense in this deck? Oh, they didn't hit it. Second Reno.
I ain't talking.
That's 2 games in a row I just got scammed. That literally just pulled 3 N'Zoths out of my deck. God, that's so unbearably unlucky. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do from here. Just hit their N'Zoth, I guess, or their Cthulhu.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Look who it is. I think the only way I win is if the Death Lord hits the right pole.
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
I do still have 2 Hadros, but like that's not going to be enough, I don't think. Not from this position, at least.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
It's good, but not good enough, I don't think, because it's still an 8/8. And I still didn't even have the Hadronox, or now I don't even have the Cartoot in the res pool.
On the wings of evil.
Guaranteed Hadro from Deathlord, so not lost. You mean the other way? Like, it is lost because I don't have the capacity to play anything here. That was... Oh my god, this is such a frustrating game right now.
What to do?
I feel like that's 2 games in a row I shouldn't have lost. You got this? I literally have no way of winning. I don't even know that I could survive the turn most of the time, especially if they had, like, the closer they get to drawing the Cthulhu. Roffle, what are your thoughts on Mutinous? It's a good card for Tech Shaman, which means it's probably a bad card generally.
Malfurion versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Spreading Plague and Talon are good. I don't think I need the Malfurion in this matchup when I just want to get to ramp and my top end. This is decent hand. Poison Seeds and Spreading Plague is alright.
None will survive.
Yeah. Odd Paladin, the Spreading Plague seems okay. No 1-drop is welcome for me here.
Reporting for duty. For the wild.
The more minions remain on the board, the better the Spreading Plague is. I've also just got, like, Swipe,
Reporting
so...
for duty.
The light dims, but we fight.
Do I just take the Swipe here? I think I do. Take the Swipe, then I go Zeph and do Arcane Explosion if they have refill. I think I'm more concerned about Never Surrender than I am, well, that cannot live. Cool. Zeph was my backup plan there, but now I get to keep the Zeph, so it works out.
Reporting for duty.
This is not what we stood for.
Thanks for the mana. I was light on ramp, so conviction is maybe concerning, but yeah, they draw the conviction here,
Grant you peace.
but it's not reliable.
You here for the tour?
I despise Zeph as a card. Then don't include it in your decks. Oh, they didn't even hit the conviction. Oh, yes, they did. They've got a backup.
I must move quickly.
Sure.
Reporting for duty.
I ain't talking.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Reporting for duty.
Two armsmen? No.
Reporting for duty.
Me talk.
Alakazam!
Alright.
The victory is yours.
Fan? I didn't want to leave an arcane golem on the board. I feel like Fan was not better than Lightning Storm there.
Malfurion!
It's our first priest of the day. Means we want to find time to ramp. To Reno, this is pretty good, but I think I just want like ramp so that I can get to my power plays early. Deathlord and Rat are good into Reno, but terrible into Big Priest, so we'll see. Lothub's good into both decks. Us. Oh, come on. What? Where's my luck gone today? How do you feel about Shutter decks? They're usually pretty bad, but can be fun. Protein shakes pre or post training? Generally, I don't think it matters. I just try and eat food at a time when I'm hungry. But I think for most people, the difference is negligible. Here's the Nazoth. Looks like it's Big Priest. So Lothub next turn might be... Nope. Okay. I'm still probably playing the Lothub next turn, but that's reassuring, I think.
I can't play that.
Unfortunately, ooh, okay. Do I ever double up the Loatheb here? I'm too greedy for that. Burn Anduin?
My hand is full.
Oh, it's... Oh my god, what? Okay. Why is there a Oh. That's why. I don't think they have enough to play the Radiant alongside it, right? So we shouldn't be dead. Oh! I played that in the wrong order. I think I'm still too fixated on the previous games.
That was already attacked.
Press Control Z. The deck does have limited damage, but they haven't used any of that damage yet. Probably, I think a lot of versions are running res. How do you win 12 games in Arena? Draft a good deck and play it well.
Break it, you buy it.
The circle of life is over.
Burn a Radiant.
My hand is full.
Inside is like a Radiant.
My hand is full.
Hysteria is... Oh, okay. If they have a way to resummon the Auctioneer, we probably can die here. Yeah, we're dead. I feel like 50 is probably pretty easy. Although they just gave up some damage, so maybe not. It's like the order could have been better. Then again, this is coming from the guy who played the armor vendor before the Loatheb.
I am almost out of cards. I am out of cards.
Well, they can't play the second Desperate Prayer. They're gonna die. Just to fatigue here, right? Maybe there's a way they got there if they killed the Auctioneer. But with how many actions are required, it's difficult to account for draw. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm actually getting pretty hungry myself, so I'm going to take my own advice and eat some food. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I've got family coming into town. It will officially be 2 weeks post vaccination, so I'm gonna go with my family to the zoo and see if I can become an IRL druid. We'll be back on Monday, so do hit that follow button. You'll get a notification when I go live at the usual time, which is 10 a.m. Pacific. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Join the Discord if you'd like, and highlights on YouTube. But do stick around. I'm going to send you over to our good friend, Romanu, as a webcam. Let's hang out with him. He is the author of that very fun hand buff warrior deck we played earlier. So have some fun. Entertaining guy. And officially has a camera now. So see you guys next week.